Hi guys, anybody here yet? A new outfit today. I'm going through a whole slew of outfits. Every live stream will be a different outfit. Just kidding. All right, we're out here to do God's work today, guys. Out here to ask people why they're not vegan yet and convince them that they actually are. Should be fun. Any of my friends here yet? I probably got about 45 minutes today. So I'm looking forward to optimizing that for the animals. And if you see my my title to the video, I wanted to kind of call a spade a spade. You know, we're not being vegan when we're telling people to take vitamins and supplements. And we're definitely not being good vegan activists when we're telling others to do that. Vegan diet's strong, and the animals deserve that. The animals deserve that knowing. So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit with the title. But the MO today is these little thought experiments. I have like an idea of a new little approach. We'll see how it works out. What's up, Gigliardo? What's going on? I know, man. I know. Thanks for being vegan. Thanks for being a guardian. Oh boy. Nice seeing you. I just popped on, so we'll see if we can get some traction on this stream. I noticed last night I had about 1,700 views, which was great for the live stream, which signaled to me that maybe I hit the trophy and I'm going back up to the peak as far as algo dynamics. So this is kind of a stress test to, I guess, check that out too. There's literally nobody here right now, so I might just walk over instantly to the area over there. I mean, this is a waste of time already. So follow me. Vegan Guy Rye in the house. What's going on, sir? What's going on, guys? How are you? How are you? Yeah, I'm live, baby. Yeah. Only a few, but we get up to around 400, 500. Yeah, if you want, I can do the little thought experiment with you. It's up to you. It's basically about veganism. It's your choice. But I basically... Our friend did it before. Oh, maybe. Were you there? Oh, cool. Did I give you... Yeah, like the ski mask on over there? I think I remember. I'm sure he was an awesome guy. I hope, he checked out the resources. I'm going to move on, but if you guys change your mind, let me know. Okay. All right, let's go back to our spot. Let's do this. You guys ready to go? We're going to ask everybody why they're not. Because you're not. That's not nice, buddy. They're toddlers, big guy. He said he's carnivorous. Not nice. Not nice at all. We're going to call a spade while we're out here speaking up for the animals. Nobody's going to be telling us that shit on our watch while we only have a finite time to speak up. So, Vegan Guy Rye, what's going on, bro? I'm going back to my spot. We'll see how it goes. I recognize this guy. What's up, buddy? That's the photographer from the Capitol. I never made it in the paper. I gotta talk to him about that. But he did a whole little shoot with me while I was out here. Oh yeah, thanks, Ryan. I got an Instagram too, guys, and we're out there speaking up for them over there as well. Hi, guys. But somebody walking by saying because I'm a carnivore, not gonna fly. Not gonna fly here, not on this stream. Not in this 45-minute window. But keep in mind, with conversations and actual dynamics where people give me their time out of the goodness of their heart, we will reflectively show them that respect too and let them know that we're all in this together. And the energy is against the narratives, the lies that have got us since the beginning of herderism and the beginning of animal agriculture. Hi there. So we'll see. We'll get some conversations. We'll talk to some people while we're out here. Ryan, it was like I think it was around February, and he told me he was from the Capitol Gazette. and he talked to me. He asked me some questions. He took some pictures. And I was looking forward to seeing it in the paper, but it never materialized. It would have been so cool. And if I had like an article in the paper, vegan activist in Annapolis. I don't think I ever told you about that, did I? But I just saw him down there, and I made eye contact, and I said, "What's up?" And he's, I don't know. Maybe he's not on Team Vegan. All right, let's pump this stream up. We get me to, let's say 25 likes. That's 25 push-ups. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Convince you you're vegan. 3 questions. All right. Yeah, come on. If you got the guts. Change your mind. Come on back. What's going on, dude? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. All right, buddy. The guy almost ticked this way. We got to clickbait. We got to clickbait a little bit. You know, this is how it goes. The inertia is built out so thick. We're divided so intricately that we have to clickbait. What's going on, guys? Just to get, a conversation going. But watch anybody that's watching this kind of outreach for the first time, watch how things beat and shift once that conversation gets going. It's all love, man. It's all love. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this live stream thought experiment? Why aren't you vegan yet? Convince you in 3 questions you're vegan. Have a good one, guys. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
We don't have time.
Oh, all good, all good. What's going on, buddy? So if you're just getting here, we're out here talking to the public tonight, asking them some key questions, getting them to just take stock of a few things and hopefully see that they're being tricked, lied to, and fooled by profit narratives that don't care anything but for money, control, and power. This is pop-up outreach, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more pop-up outreachers pop up and cover the earth in pop-up outreach just to invoke that presence for the animals, because if we don't, nobody else will. Is that a short right there, Ryan? I'm thinking like a filmmaker now. I think that could be a short, right? What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? I'll convince you in 3 questions, 5 minutes. Have a good night, guys. How about you guys? Want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Hi, everybody. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? You can do it. You can do it. She said I can't do it. Right? I feel like that was good short content. Well, I can make a little, What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Convince you you're vegan in 2 questions. Have a good one. Hi there. How are you? What's going on? How about you guys? Thought experiment. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go, guys. 2025. We can do it. How you doing? All right. We got a little bit of a kickstart here, and I'll probably go for around 45 minutes. You know what? I don't even have my mic, do I? I need to get my mic out. Hi, guys. What's going on, dude? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Hard no, hard pass. All right, we're gonna get the microphone out, guys. All we need is some conversation. That's it. Kickstart this stream. Welcome to the 6 people that are in here. I titled the stream "Actual Vegan," doing actual vegan activism, because we know it's no longer vegan to eat B12. We know it's no longer that of a vegan activist to tell people to eat B12. In fact, it's the antithesis. So we're going to try to promote a couple things at once here tonight, in the spirit of the animals, in the spirit of their defense. Hey, what's up, Donna? Nice to see you. I'm doing well, I'm not going to use that term. I'm doing a threefer, 3 days in a row. We're out here doing vegan activism, and then fielding Q&A things after hours, apparently, as per last night. But tonight, once again, we're out in the streets. We'll see where this takes us. Thanks for being here. Everything is checked off, right? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. All right, guys. 2025, time to grow up, guys. Hi there. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? It's a little thought experiment. I can convince you in 3 questions that you're vegan. I don't know. I can unpack that. Oh, okay. There's a book called What a Fish Knows. I highly recommend it. It's called What a Fish Knows. Yes, sir. All right, have a good night. All right, welcome everybody. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Convince you in a few questions you're vegan. By the way, that guy I just told to grow up. It's 2025. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Not being vegan is not being nice, buddy. Have a good night. We will be a voice while we're here. We will optimize every minute while we are here. And once we get a conversation going, you will see how the dynamic beats and shifts. But we have to clickbait or nobody's going to know. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Convince you in 3 questions you're vegan. Have a good night, guys. Everybody, like and subscribe. All 3 of you, like and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are obviously all my friends that are in here right now. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being here for support as always. Like I said, if our streams get only you guys and the reach gets tempered, we're still going to be here every single week, no matter what. Yeah, it's a pretty sky tonight. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few questions? No, thank you. All right, guys. Second chance. All right, guys. You can do it. It's 2025. How you doing? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? We will be loud for the animals. We will not hold back. You don't have to be vegan to subscribe. We're out here. The more subs I get, the more reach this message gets. So please subscribe. And maybe you are vegan. Maybe you just don't know it, Nate. Or maybe you vote against your own values like we've all been taught to do by profit narratives. Second chance, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. Have a good night, gentlemen. We call a spade while we're out here. We do not waste time. We want the big word vegan out in the limelight. We want everybody to see it. We want people to know we're having conversations, friendly conversations with people about veganism. Absolutely. Everybody subscribe. They're engaged in conversation. Too engaged for me to intercept. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. All right, guys. You can do it. It's 2025, guys. How about you guys? You guys want to try this?
What's the first question?
First question is, do you consider yourself a bully or a protector?
I got a thing on that.
No, you don't. Have a good night, guys. All right. We'll do... I'm actually going to try a little bit different of an approach tonight. Well, you've already seen my approach, guys, so I'm kind of going... I'll convince you you're vegan in a few short questions, and you know the questions I'm going to ask. Are you a bully or are you a protector? Are you against animal abuse or are you for animal abuse? Do you think you need anything nutritionally from an animal? And then we let them know they're vegan, and everybody's essentially vegan. We've just been tricked and taught to act against our own values. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. How about you guys? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Just testing values tonight, guys. It's a values stress test. Consider it a values stress test, you know? We got to get people a little curious. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. Okay, guys. Once again, by the way, my mic does not work. I'm doing this for the optics of things. I'm getting a new SC17 this week, so I'll be able to hook this back up again and actually have audio. But yeah. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Yeah, we'll have audio going again. You want to try this, big guy? Why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm good.
A few quick questions? All right, man. But it's not being vegan is not being nice. And that is what we're out here to share, and we're out here to educate people on tonight. So that's what we're going to do. There's nothing spiritual about eating an animal. I put up a post today titled The Enlightenment Fallacy. Well, it's from Food for Freedom, written by Will Tuttle. What's going on, big guy? The chapter is called The Enlightenment Fallacy. And he has a nice sect of the chapter dedicated to just informing people of how you can't be spiritual and not be vegan. It's just an impossible thing. And there's a lot of non-dual channels out there that I think there are a lot of good things spoken from, but they're being disingenuous to the spiritual movement when they're not vegan. And I just tagged all of them today, guys. So, you know, sometimes we have to unsettle a little bit to get, messages out and to proliferate things. So if any of you guys heard or saw or read what I extrapolated from Food for Freedom, you know, please think about it. Please steep with it. It's absolutely crucial. So. All right, so far we're 0 conversations. It's okay. Let's turn this light on so it looks like we're doing something here. That way it looks like there's something on. It's not like a fake microphone. Come on. There we go. No. Oh, this is dead. All right. Optics are everything. Vegan guy, what's up? Says James Joseph. What's going on, James? What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try this? Aren't you vegan yet? Good questions. Hi, Monica. How are you? Nice to see you. Monica is a perpetual, awesome vegan. Always says the most positive things on my videos. Thank you for being here, Monica. You're awesome. And I'm probably going to say your name wrong. Jacques. I'll just say Jacques for now. Please don't be offended. It's nice to see you here too. And same boat. I have all the positivity in the chat tonight. Thanks for being here, fellow vegans. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Someone says, Handy Andy says, just growing up some ribeyes. Big macho Handy Andy has got some toddlers on the grill, literally killing children and then eating them. I hope you're not a father, because that's terrible parenting. And I hope you're not an example to others, because you're a walking bellwether of violence, supporting rape, kicking, spitting, laughing at certain individuals that get killed on your watch so you can get a yum-yum and feel macho about you. Try this. Why aren't you vegan yet? A few questions? What's going on, buddy? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? I'll convince you you're vegan in 5 minutes.
I've seen the documentaries on Netflix.
Okay, I got you. My first question is, do you consider yourself a protector or a bully?
I guess not a bully, so I'd have to go protector.
Protector, right? Yeah, 100%. Thank you for that. My second one is, are you for or against animal abuse?
You know, I mean, obviously against.
Yeah. But that's your reflexive answer. So I want to go with that, because that's your reflexive answer. Yeah, if you saw a dog here and I was like, or it was your dog, or there was like some kind of animal.
We're not seeing that. So.
Yeah, but if you did, I'm sure you would be more of a, what the hell's going on instead of somebody that cowards away. You'd intercept and you'd do something, I would presume.
Yeah, I mean, when I grew up on a farm, and
Okay.
I used to eat a lot more like Whole Foods and stuff. And,
Yeah.
I used to go to mostly farmers markets instead of the grocery store. But
Yeah, okay,
I
gotcha.
don't anymore. Don't live on a farm anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
less connected to it.
Okay. Thank you. My third question is basically piggybacks off the first two.
Yeah.
Now, this is the equalizer right here, right? This is the definitor of all things.
Go
This
for it,
question.
yep.
What nutritionally do you need from a non-vegan diet?
Well, I need a lot of food fast.
Okay.
And
I haven't heard that one
think
before.
that
Okay.
Like, I work a lot. I'm also I'm a skinny guy,
Okay.
and
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, from a fellow skinny guy, me too. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so you said you need a lot of food fast.
I need
Okay.
a lot of food fast.
That's a
and
new one.
I can't get that eating beans, frankly, right?
So you need like that consolidated, that like you got to get everything in a pretty speed-like fashion as
Yeah,
per your
I mean,
lifestyle.
a bowl of Chipotle, like chicken, which I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
Is can
Yeah.
fill me up for half the day.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. I guess what I'm trying to rein into people, if you agree with the first two and you consider yourself a protector, like there's no arguing this when we go to, because would you agree actions speak louder than words?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
yeah.
When we go to, say, the cash register and we put the dollar, towards a system of violence and bullying, I mean, that's definitive, right? I mean, you can't really argue around that. But we've been taught, and hear me out on this,
Yeah.
myself included for 30 years, that it's okay and it's normal, it's necessary and it's nice, and they're just numbers. They're not beings.
Well, I don't know. It's normal. I don't know.
Well,
if
we're
necessary.
taught that it's normal and necessary.
Well, it's tasty, and when societies become richer, you eat more meat.
And what happens to their health? I mean, there's all kinds of crazy meta studies as
Yeah,
far
but
as.
still, fat people are prettier than skinny people.
Let me do a
That's
quick
just
side note.
psychological.
Well, we'll touch on something later to the chat. But yeah, sure. I guess end of the day, we don't need anything from an animal, right? I don't take vitamins or supplements. There's no vitamin. There's no magical thing that you have to get from an animal. You can do it all in a plant-based diet, and it's all readily available. You said you're going to Chipotle.
Yeah,
Chipotle's got
delicious.
the best bean bowl ever. You load up, you get triple beans. Fun fact about Chipotle, they cannot deny you a bean offering. You can ask for quadruple, quintuple, whatever, six helpings of beans.
Yeah, but
It's
you
a
look
loophole.
like an idiot doing that.
Well, what's more important? Is it our optics? What's the most important thing? Like taste pleasure or the sovereignty of a living individual? That's what I think
say the
eclipses
second.
all,
I'd say
right?
the second.
Yeah, sovereignty of a living individual.
Yeah.
And we have all these excuses to eat meat, but we're not taking into account the outlook of the other that gets hurt because we're hurting them. Does that make sense?
I don't know. What do you mean by hurting them?
Well, when you vote for that, like
Okay.
essentially, if you vote for, say, dairy, do you know what
Yeah.
you're voting for?
I mean, so you're saying if I buy a gallon of milk,
Exactly.
I
If
buy
you
a gallon of milk, I'm voting for.
seemingly, they have it framed out that it's totally harmless, right? Seemingly.
No, I don't know about harmless. I mean,
I'll tell you, basically,
I don't know the farming standards.
I know, right? And I did not
Are all
either.
Farmers are all
Yeah.
farms
Yeah.
on the same standard?
Well, the thing is, any farmer that is in business cannot speak from a place of authenticity when it comes to this message because
I think they can,
because they
yeah.
see no, they cannot, and I'll tell you why. Because they see the being as a number. When something is in
I
business,
disagree. No,
it's
I
a
grew up with
full
lot of-
stop.
I grew
It's a
up
full
around-
stop. There's no arguing
I
that.
grew up around
There's-
I grew up around a lot of farmers. A lot of them cared very much.
Doesn't
for
matter.
their
No, they
animals.
didn't. They did not care. And I'll tell you why.
Why do you
Because
say that?
because when you're in business and you have to make money,
Well, you can't.
all that goes out the window. And you're seeing
No,
something as a
no.
number, all that goes out the window. But I don't want to get too
No,
far
look,
into that.
I'm seriously saying that a lot of them did as much as they could to care for their animals.
Seemingly so, but I can tell you that's false. If you're voting for
Really,
dairy,
my friends of mine growing up were farmers, and
Okay.
I worked on a turf farm, and
yeah.
they had pigs and goats and cows, and they cared for their animals.
There's a quote by a guy named Upton Sinclair. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, the guy who wrote the book and the book about, I don't know the name of it, but led to like modern farming practices, or
This-
it led stopped.
I think
animal
this was.
cruelty.
Yeah, I think I know what you're referring to, but I think this guy is coming from a different place. But he has a quote, and he says, "It's impossible to convince somebody to understand something if their income depends on them not
Did you grow up on a farm
not
or
understanding
something,
it."
or
But
where-
does that make sense?
But to my first point, you grow up on a farm, or what's your experience?
Yeah.
with
Well,
farming?
being that it's irrelevant, it's not. There's no point to even touch on that. Because
No, it is.
No,
it is.
it's
Your
not.
Point was, your point was that farmers don't care for their animals. I disagree.
You can't say that. It's very disingenuous, and it's not nice to come from that kind of place because
do you mean
you're
it's not
doing
nice?
the animals a disservice. They don't have a choice. They literally have no choice, and we're taking everything from them. And I get it, because I saw them as numbers too before
No,
I
like,
was
don't
intercepted.
see
I get
them
it.
as numbers. I'm saying they
Well,
don't.
how
Farmers
you're
do.
posturing does say you see them as numbers. Would you agree they have eyes to see, noses to smell,
Yeah.
hearts,
They have
families
a
to
brain,
love,
they
they're
think,
sentient,
they
their
have a heart,
brains, they're
they're very
cerebral.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that, right? But I get it, because I wasn't vegan for 30 years, and I was in the exact same boat as you are.
When I go to my family friend's farm, the Ilgen Fritz's farm, we spend half the day petting the cows. All they do is they have a dairy farm in Connecticut, Stonington, Connecticut, North
Yeah.
Stonington, Connecticut.
Yeah.
And they take very good care of their cows.
I think
They
a lot
lose
of
a lot of money.
yeah.
I don't think farming is very profitable, but they do care a lot for their cows.
Can you care for somebody when you're sending them to a slaughterhouse?
Yeah, yeah.
Think
Yes.
about that.
Yes, you can. I mean, you can.
We've been taught to think that that's okay. And
No,
you
you
can do
can.
that.
You can.
But we've been taught by to think that's okay. Who do you think has taught us that?
I mean, my parents. I don't know if you can.
I get it. I
if
get
you
that too.
raise a
I get
cow-
it. I get it. Trust me.
Yeah, but we're having a conversation. You're
Yeah.
talking through me, man. When you raise a cow, and I grew up with, we didn't slaughter any of our animals. We had chickens
Usually,
and goats.
I know. Even if like a lot of farms, they'll ship out. They'll outsource that. Like they'll put them on a truck, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't be an expert in everything.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like kind of a it doesn't make you feel
No,
good,
but
does
you
it?
can. If you can care for your cows and pet them and see them as great cows and
Slap them on the butt. Like,
pet
how
them
do you?
every day, and then
the thing
you
is,
can
dude.
go off and you can send
The
them
thing
to
is,
slaughterhouse.
no, and this is the same thing
What's,
I was taught
what's your
too.
connection with farming, man?
I just know about systems and how buying dynamics work. Supply and demand, and I
Yeah.
know that what we vote for at the cash register, that's the change we're going to see in the world, right? Would you
Do
agree with that?
Do you buy all your meat at farmers markets?
I don't buy meat.
Okay. Do you?
I mean,
I don't know. Do
we
you talk to farmers?
We do
about
the
this
best we
stuff?
can. I would say the best we can do. Granted, everything you're mentioning, the best we
Yeah.
can do is to be vegan. I mean, we can get
Yeah,
down to the
but man,
nitty gritty and
like-
buy from local farms later on, but being vegan is a bare minimum because all it is yielding the animal bodily autonomy. Do you think bodily autonomy is important?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the
You have a choice over your own
yeah,
body?
yeah, like your body, your choice, right?
I don't know. I mean,
I trust me. And upon hearing a conversation like this, you're going to be like, well, animals aren't the same. I know you're thinking that. They're not the same, right? They're they're less aware.
I'm actually not thinking that.
Okay,
they're
that's
very-
good then. That's good.
They have, I don't know. They have, they're,
You agree to a strong
they have
extent.
emotions, and
Yeah.
they can love you.
And I love that you think that. I love that you think that.
but I
And
can
it's so
still
true.
eat them and have fun eating them.
Yeah, and that's the impasse, right? And we've been taught that impasse by profit
Yeah, but
narratives.
it tastes good.
I get it. But you can find different vegan versions of food, like meat, cheese, milk, and
I
eggs
agree.
that taste the
I
same.
agree.
And we don't
More
have
ex-
to.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, right now it kind of is because of subsidies. Farmers get about $40 billion a year to underwrite cheap meat. Plant agriculture
Okay, great.
don't really get that. But as soon as we start tilting
Do
buying
they not?
dynamics,
They don't. You're saying like a soybean crop isn't subsidized?
soybeans, where does 90% of soybeans, where do they go?
I mean, when you buy a soybean burger.
Well, where does 90% of soy go?
No. Like when you buy a.
It goes to animal feed,
But it also
essentially.
goes to soy burgers.
Very small percentage. And as a vegan, you don't have to eat soy. You don't have to do that. Things are ubiquitous in the plant kingdom. You can eat beans, chickpeas, lentils, tempeh if you want, fruits, vegetables.
Yeah,
There's a whole
but you're
myriad
not really
of
as
things.
manly if you do that.
But here's what I would say, and I'm going to posture this to the chat
Who's
as
your
well.
chat? What Discord is this?
It's I'll give you a card since you've been so you've given me your time, which is very nice of you.
I don't need the card, but just
Okay.
like Discord.
So the
YouTube?
channel is called Above the Horizon. It's just in spirit of getting people to think over lies. That's all. And what we do
I don't
is
know
we
what
go
the
out.
lie is. What's the lie?
It's a big one. It's the biggest one you've ever been
All right,
told.
biggest. Yup. It sounds like a
It's,
YouTube video title.
Eating meat and cheese and milk and eggs is necessary. It's normal. It's nice, and you need to have it
I
for
think
your
it is
health.
necessary. To be frank with you, like.
And this is an example of how potent that profit narrative is. This gentleman right here.
No,
And
no,
I hate to do it, but you're a total bellwether of how convincing they are. And I was convinced too for 30 years.
No. Like, I'm not being convinced by Purdue. I'm saying.
I'm not saying they're
when
the
I
profit
go to-
narrative.
Like, I work a lot. Like,
I know.
I work like 60-hour weeks.
And you
Like,
mentioned-
I'm not
yeah.
gonna sit- and I hate making food.
Yeah.
Like, so I go
I
eat
get
meat
it.
because it's easy.
I guess the idea is the why. If you get your why strong enough,
It's
like
tasty.
that becomes nothing. And the whole manly thing, do you think it's manly to like hurt a child? What do you think
No,
about that?
Of course not. Like,
But that's what
why
you're
am I
saying
gonna
is
answer that?
manly. That's what you are saying is manly when you vote for meat.
No, you're not eating a baby.
But how old are they when they get killed? You should know this.
Chickens are like less than a month.
I'll
probably.
say that's worse. That's worse. That's like
Chickens
they're
are
not
like
even
20
at the
days.
toddler grade metric. What do you think about the beef cows? How old are they when they get killed?
Probably a year.
Pretty
Cows,
close. Pretty
probably
close.
around a year.
They're about in that toddler range, right? So they're little toddlers, and we're going around saying we're big and manly because we're hurting toddlers.
Yeah, you got
I don't know what to
the
say.
ass.
I don't know what to say.
Still tasty. You got
Okay,
a point.
I'm going to let you on your way,
I'll
but
be
I
fine.
do appreciate you stopping and
What
giving
does
me
your
your
girlfriend
time.
think of this, or your wife think of this?
My daughter's been vegan since birth. She's an actual
Okay.
protector. My wife loves it. She's vegan. My sister's vegan. I mean,
All
dude,
right.
you can do it. And if you wanted a card, I'll still give you a card so you can look up some resources.
I'm good.
All right,
I'm
sir.
good. You have a good one.
All right, sir. Have a great day. Hi, guys. If you're just getting here, I'm just out on the street tonight. We're doing a little activism. Like and subscribe. We kind of had a little conversation, not really go anywhere there, but he was nice enough to give me his time. And there's something to be said for that. You know, when someone comes over and gives you their time, it's best to just be honest. Let them know what you're talking about. Don't deceive them. He knew right off the bat what he was getting into. And we held strong. We kept the messaging strong there for the animals. We did not let him off the hook one bit. And the whole goal was to get him to notice that he's been tricked, really. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live, few questions. I'll convince you you're vegan. 3 questions. All right, guys. All right. Ahimsa, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's ingrained in some people's minds that meat is necessary. And all we can do is kind of hit that threshold, unsettle them a little bit. You're not going to convince the people that are just, the inertia has taken over. You will not convince them. That's why this is about planting seeds and being loud for them. Big VEGAN on the sign. Invoking presence. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No, thank
Few
you.
quick questions. You can do it, guys. 2025.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean, meat is corpses, and they're toddlers. They're little younglings. And that guy's saying that he wants to be a man by eating a toddler. And we're not letting him off the hook when it comes to him framing that these farmers care for these animals. They do not. I'm sorry, they don't. Actions speak louder than words.
Right, because of their lavish lifestyle.
You know? Hey there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go for another 26 minutes, guys. I was gonna do 45, let's do an hour. I have all my vegan friends in here. Let's get some more conversations going and maybe get some people actually on in shot. You really didn't want to be on camera. Yeah, did anybody come to the Q&A last night for the B12? I know Dominion, I know you were there. I think Ahimsa was there. Vegan guy should be stressed against the point of I'm an athlete or I need protein or that it's not manly. That pro athletes are vegan. Yep, the elites are vegan. So true. Yeah. We could tell them about all the different athletes that are big and strong, you know? That's a great idea, Ryan. Thank you for that. What's going on, big guy? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm good, man.
Take your values out a little bit.
Appreciate
5 minutes, I'll convince you you're vegan. Not being vegan is not being nice. We definitely got that guy thinking, for sure. But I did watch him stroll right into Chipotle. But I'll be living rent-free in his head, and that's the goal. And it's not in the spirit of any me versus you. It's in the spirit of helping people see that they've been lied to. That's it. Wasn't there, but plan on watching tonight. Oh, cool. Yeah, Monica. Yeah, we had a pretty, I think, successful turnout in the Q&A. Went over a few things that unfolded during the week. Hey guys, you guys want to try this? Aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. You can do it. It's 2025. You got to grow up. Got to throw a little bait out there. You know, if that gets somebody back over here and lets them be kind of imparted with sound information, I think that's for the best of the whole, the animals and the humans. So the mainstream narratives, mainstream outlets are doing us no favors as far as spreading this message and speaking up for the little guys. So as outreachers, we have to do what we have to do to get these conversations going. And when we get them going, we're getting them going in the spirit of love, partnership, and compassion to help our fellow human brother and sisters see that they've been lied to by prophet narratives. And this is where it starts sometimes. Everyone, like and subscribe. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. YouTube Live. Up to you. All right, guys. Have a great night. Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a good night. Yep. So we will take advantage of every nanosecond we can. Calvin says, God first gives prophecy before he speaks to a prophet. How do I know you're talking to God? So which religion are you, Calvin? We'll start there. Which religion are you? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a good night. Hi, guys. How you doing, buddy? How about you guys? Want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
I just love these so
It's all
much.
good. Oh, it's not nice to them. They're kids, man. They're like children. It's not nothing to brag on. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Your questions? All right, guys. Yeah, what religion are you, Calvin? Can we start there? I'm a follower of the true God. Okay, well, I think since you're not really giving me a clear-cut answer, I'll lead with this. I think there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible. Jesus Christ was a person that actually lived. He was an enlightened being. He knew his true nature more earlier than everybody, from what I understand, what I know. But what happened was man came around through control narratives of the lust for money, power, and control, and completely bastardized the Bible. They took it over, they implanted all kinds of messagings in it that would serve their money, control, power, and narratives. So it's been bastardized effectively. So you're reading a book that's been written by a man that has had an agenda in writing it. But underneath the Bible, there's a lot of wisdom. And one of the biggest things you'll notice in the Bible is the golden rule. Have you guys heard of the golden rule? So it's do unto others as you would want done to yourself. It's very, very simple. It's a very basic notion, and it underlies pretty much all religions. So whatever religion you have or you go by, the golden rule underlies it, my friend. When you vote for meat and cheese and milk and eggs, you are voting against what Jesus Christ preached about in the Bible. You are voting for what the devil condoned. I'm just saying, I know it's harsh. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. Test your values. Have a good night, guys. So we had one conversation where we actually didn't really get too far, but we did give the person something to think about. And if you noticed during the conversation, I never got heated. If you were, I mean, this guy was getting a little heated, but a little note to activists: if you want to do animal rights activism, it has to be something done frequently. Like, I don't know how I don't get elevated anymore. It's done. I do not get elevated. My temperature does not escalate. I do on a minimal basis, but nothing to like I did when I first started. And the only way to get over that is to come out week after week after week. Just make it a habit. Really simple. Unfortunately, the inertia that they've built out, the narratives, they make it so hard for us to communicate with people. And the only way to outreach properly and effectively is to be consistent and to kind of go up that innovation curve, if you will. But we kept our temperature down and we kept the message strong. I tried to be gentle with him the best I could. What's going on, buddy? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
I'm good.
I'll convince you you're vegan. 2 questions. Have a good night, buddy. How about this guy? What's going on, dude? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
Okay, thanks.
All right, man. You can do it. It's 2025. Hi, guys. Hi, Veg. How's it going? Just reading some of the messages here. The cool vegan? I'll take it. I'm the cool vegan. Thank you, Donna. Donna, how funny was it the other night when my audio went out and I waved goodbye to you guys like this? I saw you laughing at that. I know, it was hilarious, right? It was hilarious. I didn't know what else to do. I was like, I could talk, but you guys aren't gonna know what I'm saying, so. Oh shit. But yeah. Yeah, Jesus was an enlightened human being. I've made it a point to start reading the Bible again, and this time with the perspective of kind of looking over the lies that are baked into the Bible and seeing the true wisdom that underlies it before it was kind of bastardized. Hey guys, you guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few questions, test your values, really simple. Have a good night, guys. Whatever. Okay. Oh my God, Calvin, you missed. You're a little lost there, buddy. Oh my God, you want to try this? Okay, yeah. Cool, amazing. Are you okay being my YouTube live?
Yeah.
All this is just a whole little thought experiment in the spirit of love and compassion, just to share with people. But I want to convince you guys in a few questions that you're vegan. Can I do that?
Okay.
So the first question is, and thanks for coming over. You guys are curious, huh? You're like, what the hell is that guy talking about over there? The first question is, would you consider yourselves guardians and protectors or bullies?
I'm a guardian and protector.
She's a guardian and she's a protector. How about you?
Yeah, same.
A guardian and a protector. Thank you. The second one is, okay, for animal abuse or against animal abuse?
Against
I'm
animal.
against
Both are against. Okay, thank you for that too. Okay, the third one is, and it's kind of the equalizer, guys. What nutritionally do you need from an animal? And I'm talking about of an animal or from an animal?
protein.
Okay, protein. I've gotten that one.
Yeah.
Protein. Okay, gotcha. Those are basically the 3 questions, right? And whether or not you know it or not, your answer to the first 2 just told me you're vegan. You just are. That's your reflex. That's your who you are type of answer, right? So crazily enough, I've been vegan for 13 years, and I don't need vitamins or supplements. I eat tons of protein. I have a daughter that has been vegan since birth. No vitamins, no supplements. Basically, there's something going on right now, and it's been going on for thousands of years, where we are being lied to. And we're being lied to by profit narratives. These are different bad actors that benefit from people not knowing things. And they tell us that we need meat and cheese and milk and eggs for our health, right? Well, guess what? I'm here to share the good news today, just like I'm an evangelist on the street, right? I'm here to tell everybody that it's a big lie and you don't need anything from an animal to be healthy, right? So if that's the case, and we know that we don't, then what we're doing is when I go to Chipotle and I take my dollar and I put it in the cash register, I'm voting for violence, right? I'm voting for somebody else to get hurt. And I'm just doing that. There's no way to get around that. It's all covered up from us. They don't want us to know what we're doing because, you know, it's all about that money, baby.
Yeah.
But when we do vote with the dollar, we're showing what we want to see more of in the world, right?
Yeah.
And since you guys are protectors and guardians, now it's incumbent on us, you know, all of us, who know better to act with those values, right? And we do that by being vegan. Have you guys heard that word before? Oh, okay. So what it is...
Have you heard the word vegan?
Vegan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah.
vegan. Okay. No, all good. So basically, no meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, right? But that's not the definition. The definition is it's a deep ethical purity that arises from within you, and when you really are acting aligned with your values. And the first priority is not seeing animals as numbers; it's seeing them as beings, right? And then truth just proliferates from there. You start to question everything, right? Because the guys running the show, the profit narratives that I pointed to, they have an immense amount of reach, power, control, and influence. And they got me for 30 years. They got my parents, still have them, still working on dad. They got my friends, you know, my family, and they've got all of us kind of just walking around entranced, following these orders that are shored up by money, you know, and lust for money. What's the biggest thing stopping you guys from going vegan? I know you're cold, and I'm not going to keep you all night.
I like
but what?
meat.
Okay, I like meat. Okay, how about you?
I don't know, it just tastes good.
And it tastes good, right? Okay, I got you.
It just feels healthy though.
And it feels healthy. Okay. Gotcha. So what if, you know, and I like to look at the word meat. Meat's just a word that was created by man, you know, just to serve the purpose of kind of dividing it and not make us think about it too much, right? What if we called it a dead animal corpse and it was on the menus as dead animal corpses? Do you think people would be more apt to buy that?
Probably not.
Right? Or like dead flesh on a plate. No one's buying that, right? But let's give it a cute, quirky little euphemism called meat. And whew, that's become super appealing, we found out, right? Like milk? What the fuck is milk? Don't get me started on that. But basically, we can love the taste, right? We can love eating meat for all of our meals, but we have to understand that at the end of that dynamic, there is a victim, and that victim has two eyes, a nose, a family that they might love, and we take all that away from them just because, you know, it's what we've always done, you know? Can I give you guys some cards?
Sure.
All right. Hey, you know, you guys were really curious. I really appreciate your open minds. You know, I get it, right? I wasn't vegan for 30 years. You do veggie? You do veggie?
I did chicken.
Okay.
I was gonna do double chicken.
He's I failed on him, but here's one,
All right, cool.
and here's another. Yeah, we were having a conversation before. And I was trying, man. You know, the whole spirit of these conversations are to get you thinking, right? When you go around your daily day and you get your information from the radio, from the TV, from your parents, you're getting information that's kind of like filtered through narratives, right? But I'm out here making zero money, and I'm not the only one that does this. This is kind of a newer thing called pop-up vegan outreach, where we just get out there, we try to put our arm around our fellow human brother and sister and show them that they've been lied to, and then, you know, convince them that, you know, they are vegan, and we've just been tricked to act against it. But the resources on that card will help you. If you want to look at my live stream library, you'll see hundreds of conversations just like this, right? You'll see I've interviewed a bunch of people, a bunch of authors, you know, the whole MO of this endeavor is, you know, out of love. It's for you guys. It's for all of us. Do you guys have any questions for me? I know you got one burning in there.
So when cows drink milk, is that like what's the word? Cannibalism. Is that
Oh, when they drink milk?
Yeah.
So it's just like when a mother has a baby and a human,
Right.
you know, that's natural,
Right.
right? When the actual cow drinks the mother's milk, that's a natural thing. But what we've done is we've adopted that and we've stolen that from them. Like, let me just break it down real quick. Milk contains lipids, sodiums, proteins, IGF-1 hormones, and growth factors. Okay? Let's think of those 6 things, and we're going to take those 6 things that are meant to turn a baby cow that's very small, maybe 40 pounds after being born, into an 800-pound beast.
Yeah.
So now we're putting that same thing meant to go take a 40-pounder, turn her into an 800-pounder. We're putting that into a body of a child, a human child. Not only is it cruel, but it's terrible for their health. And we don't. The thing is, I say cruel, but people don't know that it's cruel. They just don't know. Going back to my first point, where we've been fooled. We've been fooled. But putting that, I could never do that to my child. When I was in the hospital, the nurses there, they shamed me for not doing it, and I fought them. And I defended, the position. I've been vegan for a long time.
Yeah.
But we're so brainwashed by industry and money that we think that we need to put that into a child's little precious body, and it's disgusting. But what you said, it's natural for the mother, the little cow, to nurse. It's natural for the little baby to nurse on her human mother. But it's not natural to take that from a different group of beings and then selfishly adopt it as our own, monetize it, use it as art, nutrition. That's not nice. But yeah, I hope this has been a little helpful for you guys. I understand the taste thing, and you're kind of at that impasse right now, but maybe you'll think about our dynamic. Do you think after this conversation you're more apt to think about this from here on out?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy says no, but guess what? It's all worth it because you said yes. And I would still challenge you, because your first answer, you're a protector, right? Don't you want to be a protector to your children? Don't you want to be a protector to your friends, your family? I mean, are you guys together? I hate dumb question.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Talk to him. Talk to him.
I might have to break up with that.
Listen. Thanks for giving me your time.
Yeah, of course.
I really appreciate you guys.
I respect your point of view.
Well, thank you. And you guys gave me your time, so I appreciate you guys. But check out the cards, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right,
Thank
you guys have a great
Yeah, you
night.
too.
Take care, everybody. All right, guys. So I think that was a nice conversation. I guess we hit about at a 50% quality level there, as per the last few tidbits. I do think I'm going to get ready to wrap up here, guys. Let's go for the straight hour. Let's do it. Let's go for another 8 minutes, like I promised. And I tell you what, if we get a conversation, we'll go past that. Anyway, you guys got to come to Fake B12 Fridays, where we just educate everybody on how fake B12 is. And how it's a disservice to the animals to champion the notion. Every Friday we're doing that. We're breaking it down. I now have open discussions. You can actually come in there and you can go live with me. I've just fuck it, but it cannot be an ill-hearted debate. Okay, it has to be a discussion. We look at videos of bad actors in the space that are deceiving people, unfortunately. We just look at the history. Last night we went over George Whipple and his dog experiments. We've touched on James Combe. We've touched on Thomas Addison. We'll further build out the history as the weeks go on. Thanks to all you guys that came, have been coming to the Fake B12 Fridays, and thanks for everyone that has put down the lie and actually become actually lived the vegan message by not partaking in the B12 lie. It's a disservice to the animals. It's a disservice to ourselves. It only shores up and champions bad actors and money-making narratives. And you should be ashamed of yourself if you're a vegan activist and you're going around telling people to eat B12. Don't do it. And I say that with strength, out of love. I hope that makes sense. But I'm getting to the point, and we're getting to the point where it's zero tolerance on this bullshit. It's an absolute lie. B12 has never been in the soil. The only place it exists is in a lab. Anyway. Oh dear. We got, okay. Yeah, if you guys don't behave, you will be banned out, timed out. Evil Steven in the house. And here goes Sam Perry. What's your source of B12 research? Oh dear. Okay. So B12 research. So we know that all research is funded, right? So being that B12 is such a keen and clever build out, the narrative started in 1948, we can't just Google it. We can't just go on to Google or go on to Wikipedia or listen to plant-based doctors or look at PubMed. We can't do that. No, it's too keen. It's too keen. So we just have to look at the history. And luckily for us, there's been some people that have gone out of their way selflessly to uncover the truth and dig out the history. Everybody read The Enigma of Vitamin B12, Nature's Only Mistake by Anthea V. Hayes, where she vets out all the history on vitamin B12 and its lie. History cannot be tinkered, adjusted, and manipulated as easy as the B12 messaging and information can be. You go online, you can see anything. That's material, that's materialistic, that could be tinkered. But the history is harder to fucks with. So just look at the history. That's all you gotta do. Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah, I hope that helps, Sam. I hope that helps. It's so cheap now. Sam, how much does B12 make a year? $600 million, dude. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's cheap or not. You voting for it, that's your action speaking. We do not vote. Vegans do not vote for such things. I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah, everybody like and subscribe. We got 4 minutes here and I'm taking off. Unless I get one more conversation. And I told you if I got to 25 likes, I'll do 25 push-ups, but I don't know if it's gonna happen, guys. I don't even know if I can do 25 push-ups. Just kidding, I can. Oh, man. I'm getting back into the running game, too. So we've started some runs this past week, gotten back into the gym. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Yeah, $600 million a year. Unbelievable, right? Yet all these vegans want to get behind it and claim it as some kind of fact that we need to be putting in our bodies. The idiocy, the debauchery, the stupidity. People not listening to themselves and seeing over the bullshit. People just listening to whatever they read from scientists, from bad actors. Oh, God, it's terrible. What's up, big guy? It's terrible. Anyway, it's not too cold out here tonight. It's been colder. This looks like an interesting group. Maybe try to get them. But I hope you guys are going to have a good week. This might be the last time I live stream until next Saturday night. We'll see what happens. But definitely come to the Fake B12 Friday. Also, me and Will Tuttle will be doing another interview at the end of this month or beginning of next month. So that's exciting. I'll keep you updated on that. Hi guys. But we're just out here tonight standing up for the animals. For the guys that don't have a voice. They can't afford to have a narrative like B12 eclipse the efficacy of activism, efficacy of the vegan diet adoption. Hi guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? No. Any questions? All right guys, you can do it. Give me 25. Oh, that's so cool, Dream Thread. Well, you'll know that Will Tuttle does not take B12 either, and he does not believe in the narrative, and he actually goes out of his way to make sure he's not buying anything that has B12. So I hope, you think about this whole thing. That's so cool you met him. He's such a nice guy. You know, I've done 6 interviews with him now. He's a true role model, a true hero for the animals. He does 135-mile runs, Monica? God, that's insane. What is that, the Badwater 135? Like, that's insane. Yeah, that's just a testament. Thank you, Monica, for that. He sounds like a badass. Let's see here. All right, guys, we got 1 more minute for a conversation. I'm going all out. If I get one, I'm going to stay past an hour. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Few quick questions. All right, guys. There's a lot of interesting people that you see when you're out doing outreach. Very vibrant, very active city I live in here. I do love the city. You know, I'll be honest, it's very magical in the Christmas time. It's just, well, we'll say the winter time. It is a nice city. All right, everybody. I will get ready to wrap up now. thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the stream. Thanks for helping us speak up for the animals and supporting, this mission. I love you all. We've done a threefer. In my head, I almost called it something else when you do 3 in a row, because I did an activism today, yesterday, the day before. But then I realized that's not a vegan term. Got to start being keen on these things too, you know. It's infiltrated our language, just the disrespecting animals. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next live stream. I will sign out. Don't forget to come to Fake B12 Friday. Come to the live stream next Saturday night, and stay tuned for new interviews coming up. Thanks for being a part of this channel as we move into the next year and see what dawns on the horizon in the year coming. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time.